welcome to Restored by Polish. I'm Krista. I'm doing my solo video here on the hugely requested show me how you organize. So this is my video on polish organization. So a couple things. This was a very long video and a very rough one to edit, and I did my best to cut out what wasn't needed and fast forward through a lot, you know, just so you could kind of see how I was doing things. I did stop and just kind of show some up close of how I was actually determining what polishes go where. I also did some bigger picture type looks at, you know, me all over the floor. This was very, very daunting, and I never ever want to do it again. It took me 3 days. Not 3 full days, but most of 3 days. There was one day I took a 2 or 3 hour break. Yeah, so it was horrendous trying to get through it all. And I think the jury's still out on whether or not I'm gonna like it. But so far I do. There were definitely some highlights to it, or things that I really enjoyed about it. Really gave me a good up close and personal look with what's in my collection, where things fit on the color spectrum, how things compared. So that was really helpful. I do hope that I'm going to be able to find all of my polishes. It was, I think at one point you're going to see, like in some of these clips, that I actually was, it's freezing still here. Like, I'm just going to let you know that it's still really cold here. That's why I've got my silly vest that I wear all the time. But there was one point in this, what does it call it? In this, task that I was doing, that I actually like had to stop and put on short sleeve shirt because I was sweating. I was so hot from trying to jump around and get through all of that. So man, it was a workout just to get all these polishes put in the place that I feel was in some kind of order. So now I am really happy about the fact that everything's clean now, and I feel like I can work better here. I don't know how long that's going to last. And once again, I still don't have all of my polishes. So I hope I left enough space in all the drawers that I can pull things out and add to and kind of rearrange things. So that was always my big mistake when I've done these kind of reorganizations before. So enjoy. I hope that you don't get too bored doing it. I hope you enjoy what I've done. I did do some little chit-chatting, so there's some little topics that we talk about throughout it, but hopefully you like this one. So my thought is I'm gonna just do piles. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I've got a couple questions, because one is I've got some collections, like all my Peanuts polishes, or, you know, my Color Club speckled polishes. Like I'm feeling like maybe I shouldn't split those up, but I guess I can always put it back. So, all right, so we're gonna get going on this. Now, of course, you can't just have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, because then there's also white and silver and grays and taupes and all of that. So I guess maybe I'll have like just one area for neutrals. I don't know. That's sort of my thoughts. So let's get started, and don't mind my puppy over here. He's fast asleep. Actually, you can see both of my puppies. They're both asleep over there, so they just got done playing. All right, so let's get going. Okay, I guess we're gonna start with this bag that I just brought back from the cabin. So in this bag, I have purple. Got lots of blues. And so I think maybe what I'll do is I'm gonna do like just all blues and all purples, and then after I get that organized, then I will further break it down to like maybe lavenders and plums and something like that. That's sort of my plan. So I'm just gonna do that. Oh, and then what are we gonna do about toppers? I feel like toppers need to be in their own. This is why I've never done this before. I'm already struggling. I haven't even gotten started yet. So let's start with just toppers for now and having their own like place, and then at the end I can always throw those into like their color drawers. I'm already struggling. What color is this? I have no idea. I'm gonna say it's purple. say that's black. This is why I don't do this. All right, here's my neutrals. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to spread out a whole lot more. Don't know. I guess maybe some kind of tealy blue. I don't know. Put them all together for now. We'll figure it out. I'm struggling. I'm already struggling. What do we call this? What color is this? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll put it with blue for now. Oh, I'm gonna hate myself by the time we're done with this. I don't know. Is this blue or is it purple? Blue or purple? Maybe gray needs its own category. Maybe this should be with gray. Oh, but see, no, that definitely looks purple, so no. All right, here's more purple. More purple over here. Blues. Okay, all right, so now let's get, I was starting to pull already for summer, so, but I'm gonna undo it and we're gonna try again with the colors here. What about pinky purples? What do I do with that? What do I do when it's a pinky purple? Copper, orange-ish, magentas. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of do some gross categories, kind of macro categories, and then we'll do the finite categories. Green or blue? That was green for now. I'm probably gonna make its own category though later. I will admit, it's gonna be nice to not have a million polishes up on top of the cabinets. That part will be nice. I think what I might do is in my display cabinet, I might put, that's where I might put like full collections. If I have full collections, I might go over there, or maybe I'll put like all my restored by polish in there or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of doing it by color if I put collections or one brand in there. So let's see, should brown be a neutral or should it be its own category? I think I'll put it in neutrals for now and then I'll decide. Let's see if that's blue. I definitely think that now that I'm looking at it that I'm going to like subcategorize once we get them into like their major groups, because I'm just never going to be able to live with the ones that aren't purely purple or purely blue. It's gonna make me nuts. Can you tell I like blue polish? What is this? I'm actually think I'm gonna put this one, it's Caddy Lacquer, I don't know if you can see it, but it is Caddy Lacquer Wild Horses, and it's, I think I'm gonna put it with the gray, even though it's kind of got a bluish shimmer, purple shimmer in there, because when I've worn it, I don't really see that shimmer unless it's like in certain lighting. It mostly comes out as gray. Although it looks really purple over there, but for now, I can change it later, right? What do you think, pink or neutral? I'm gonna put it with neutral right now. I think it looks more neutral. Okay, then I've got like box sets. What do I do with that? I don't want to split up my box sets. See, this is what I'm talking about. What about my little NCLA? See, this is what I'm saying. I think I might put these in my cabinet on display since I don't really want to break them up. But, so I think for now, I'm gonna put them on the side. And that's what I'm gonna do for right now. I have some other ones. I have polishes everywhere. Yeah, and then what am I gonna do with the white Crillies? Like this, like what color is this? I guess maybe I'll put it with white as their own category. Pink. Oh, and by the way, this is not all of my polish because some of it's still up at the cabin. So I guess I need to like make sure I'm leaving room for polishes that are up there that will probably go into these drawers. Although I see, well, no, I can't remember what I have up there now. So pink or purple? Scenic route, pink or purple? I'm gonna say purple for now. All right, let's see what else I have over here. Way over here off camera is all of my Restored by polish. So I think for now I'm just gonna do these by color. Black, I don't have any black yet. So let's, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause and take out all the polishes from each drawer. So I'm just gonna take out one drawer at a time, put it aside, and then I'll go through it. Okay, I got the first top drawer here undone, so we're gonna go for it. I feel sad though because I had already, most of these were in their brand, so now I'm undoing that, which kind of makes me a little sad. But like I said, I guess I can always put it back. I need to get a polish shaker. We've been talking about that for a while, getting a polish shaker. Good to have some of these older polishes shaken up. Oh, I've been looking for this polish. I was wondering. I was looking for this all winter. This is Cuticula's Light Show. Hey, now I know. I knew it was purple, so I guess if I had it in color order, I would have known where it was or where to look at these. This one. These magnetics are killing me because you know when you do the magnetic effect, but they're not going to be. I've got my magnet right here, so let's look. So the base color is more like black, so I think I might put it with. I think when I get through this drawer that I'm gonna have to pause you guys, and I'm gonna have to turn my iPad on and listen to. I mean, I guess I can still film, but I'm too bored doing this. I'm gonna need to listen to like a true crime podcast or something. In case you're wondering, some really good YouTube channels. There's one I just found if you're really into like police interrogation kind of stuff. So there's a channel called Explore With Me or Explore With Us. Explore With Us is what it is. Yeah, you is what they say. Explore With Us. And they get their hands on like never before seen police interrogations, and it's actually really fascinating to see how they interrogate people. Just FYI. Kind of nice. So the one thing I am liking about doing this is that I can really like compare colors now and kind of see where things go. So I do like that. Hey, there's a line with this thorn in its spot. I still haven't worn it yet. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm about halfway through emptying the drawers, and I haven't started the cabinet yet, but it's late. I'm tired. I just took a bath, which is why you're not seeing me, so I'm in my jammies. My husband just got done telling me, what did you just tell me, babe? He asked me if I was counting them And I said, no. And he said, you need to count them because he needs to know how much money he's going to make when he sells them all. And those are the worst words I've ever heard in my life, that he would do that. I'll be back in the morning. Wish me luck. All completed. Everything that I have here except for, and maybe I'll give you a little bit of a tour of what I just cleaned. Just what's in my basket to be removed yet. So look, I'm already killing everything. So what I'm gonna do from here, and you can only see part of it because I've got more on the other side of these little pinks over here. But I'm gonna do subcategorizing. I think that's what my next plan is. So obviously blues are my biggest pile, followed closely by purples and pinks. So, but I think I'm gonna start with the blue just because it's so overwhelming. Of course, again, I still have other polishes too up at the cabin, but it's what I'm gonna do. The mistake I've always made every time I reorganize is like I never leave space. So my intention right now is to leave space wherever in the drawers with these color drawers so that I can add other ones to it, whether they're new ones or ones that I still own that are not physically here with me. All right, so that's the plan. Okay, and so I painstakingly went through and cleaned off the entire desk. Like I said, this is my basket that I keep all the newbies, so I guess I have newbies to put into the collection. I kept those there for now. Those pants ones might be going in the completely empty cabinet now. Cleaned off the desk, cleaned off all the drawers, cleaned out the little handles and everything. And if you're wondering what these are little things that my husband gave me. I've never used it. Some kind of natural nail polish or whatever. But these are things that my youngest son gave to me. These cute little little beanie kind of babies. And I have them over here because my dogs thought that they were theirs to play with. So that's why I'm keeping them there, so that you can already tell that they were chewing on them. That's why they look a little ragged. And then if you've never been through one of my nail tours, I like to keep like all the little things that like Bee's Knees Lacquer sells, those little jellies. I have all the stickers and magnets and things in one of my drawers. The little, this is a prayer card, the one with the picture of Jesus on there. It's actually the prayer card from my grandmother's funeral. And so on the back of it, it has her information and like a little prayer. And I always keep it there because my grandmother was a really phenomenal artist. I have lots of her drawings and things that I could saved. And she's inspiration for me. I'm hoping that she will guide me as I'm doing my nail art. So that's part of it sounds a little corny, I guess. All right, back to it. Okay, so what I've done now is sort of broken down all my blues into some different categories. So I've got like my more turquoisey teals and going into the powder blues and then into like the darker purpley blues. And what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to even further break it down into like lights and darks so that we have a good crescendo, I guess, of colors. I'm going to flash up. I did find a site, like a little diagram of a rainbow, but not your ordinary rainbow, but like a real color rainbow that has everything, including white, pink, browns, grays. And so I think I'm going to base off my organization based off of that because it includes all the colors. Okay, so I've abandoned, I did my blues. Let me just show you. I kind of have them all done, but I realized that I kind of wanted to just start putting some of these back in the drawer. So I got most of my reds. I'm trying to leave all the back space in there for more polishes. So I did reds, and then I have kind of my ready oranges, and then we go into like what they call tangerines, and then the lighter oranges, and then we're going to go into yellow. So that's basically where I'm at. So trying to sort, this is where it gets so difficult sometimes. But so I'm doing my greens right here. And so basically I'm having to just decide, does it like a blue tone green, a yellow tone green? Like this to me is more like a true green, so it's gonna go over here. The thing I like about this is I'm really getting to see the nuances of each of the colors and how they fit in the color spectrum. So I'm kind of enjoying that part. So like this one from Glam Polish to me looks like kind of a blue tone mint green. So I'm putting that over with those guys. So maybe even a little bit with the darker ones over there. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky to try and figure out where they go. I do kind of like this though, because I can see that these are going to be leaning, those are the ones that are going to kind of meld into the teals that are coming up, which is a whole nother pile. But yeah, it's definitely helping me, but it's a little tedious. Okay, a little bit of an update. I am now kind of through some of the blues. I did like all the kind of tealy green blues. So let me take you through, because it's been a few hours now. Had to go out, do some things, and so I'm back at it again. So I am on my last drawer down here. So I have done, let's see, pinky reds and reds, and oranges going into yellow, and then peachy oranges going into yellow, into yellowy greens, and then greeny yellows, or yellow greens, I guess I should say. Where's Crayola when you need them? And then more greens into like the bluishy greens, like the minty kind of greens, and then into teals. So these are basically all teals, and then like light aqua teals. Anything that had like a little bit of green in it. And finishing that up, and now I'm going into more of like the blues, like the aqua blue. So that's where I'm at, and I still have so much to do. Okay, so I'm gonna have you do some sorting with me here. So we're gonna sort these powdery light blues. So I'm gonna start with the very lightest ones that I have, although I feel like these are more purple leaning, so I don't know if I should start with more of like the sky blue powdery ones, or if I should put all baby blues together no matter what, whether they're sky blue or purple. But I think I'm gonna stick to my rainbow colors here. So I'm gonna do just the lighter sky blues and not so much any that has purple in it. So that's sort of my plan. So, and I'm thinking you guys probably want to see what colors that I have here. So I like to shake them too as I'm going through here to see what I have. So this is very stressful for me. I don't know if you figured that out yet or not, but it's very stressful. And it's not so much that, you know, they have to be like in perfect order. It's just, I want to have a system. Of course, I'm sure it's not going to last very long, but I don't know, I feel like that's kind of got, no, maybe not. Does it have purple in it? Does it not have purple in it? I don't know. I can't tell. So I feel like these, see, I feel like these have a little bit more green in them compared to those. So I'm probably going to do those first since I'm going out of the greens, and I'm sure I'm off camera here now. So, but I am going to do these ones before I do these, if that makes sense. Move you guys up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. It's funny how, and this is what I mean, that once, like I would have never thought about this before, but now that I have them together, you can definitely see how these have just way more green in them versus these over here. So, which I would have never in my mind have thought about unless I did this. So I guess in some ways that's that's good. Like I feel like this one has like a little bit of greenish tint to it. So same thing with this one. It's starting to get to be evening time now, so I'm losing my good daylight. And there have been times that I have had to like go swatch on a piece of paper just to see what a polish looks like. So, oh my goodness, this one is tricky. I'm gonna say it's in this, sort of in this category here, because I don't think it's this powdery blue. So no, I think it's gonna be more like the really, really light aquas here. This one, I think it's leaning that way. This is hard, like I said, this is really hard. I think that's gonna go over here. I still think this one's gonna go over here too, but it's a little bit darker, but still kind of in that lighter blue range. I don't know if this one has some purple in it or not. Maybe. It's definitely not. There's a big difference there, but it's, I don't know if it's this kind of, no, I think this is gonna go with the purples. And this one is gonna be more on this side, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm getting to the point where things might be leaning more towards purple-y. I'm gonna keep that down here and see what's this. This one I feel like it's definitely got some green to it. So when I start to do this in the drawers, I want to keep these ones on this side a little like closer to my greens, or the aqua-y greens that we just finished, the tealies. These are like the baby version of all the like aqua teals. And then we're gonna get more into these like true blue colors. So even this one I feel like has a little bit of this kind of greeny tone as compared to these like sky blue ones. So whereas this I feel is more, this has got like a little bit of purple in it, so I'm gonna put it down here on the outskirts of the purples. All right, this one definitely has, this is such a weird one. I mean, I still think it's gonna go over here with these tape colors, but I mean, that could go a lot of different ways, I think, so. But I'm gonna put it there with the blues. I am, let's see what else I have here. This is so crummy, is it? Yeah, this definitely has a little tiny, it's, I mean, I would have never thought that this color had green in it, but it really does when you compare it. Now, what am I gonna do with this? Snowdrop. This one I know because I've taken thousands of pictures of this when I wore it, that it can be just about anything. But I'm gonna lean towards this being more towards the purpley side of things. So I'm gonna put you down here. You definitely got purple in it. These are all purple down here. So I think I've got just a few more. This one is weird. It's not, see how much, see, look, this one looks like it's got, kind of has purple in it too. So I'm gonna, but it's sort of in between, maybe like kind of with this fancy gloss. It kind of has that in there. And then I've got, this one definitely I think has some tealy green to it. Frostlight. Do you see how hard this is? I think I'll put it with these guys. And my Julie G, my Blueberry Fizz that I love, which I still think is probably more towards these purpley colors. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it over here, I think. This one's definitely more tealy leaning. Put you over there. And maybe start making a new line here. these are, it's so hard. I mean, this is really hard. I'm a complainer, huh? I am a complainer. All right, another one of these guys. Although I really feel like this is one of the, I have every single one of these in this collection, so maybe this is going to be one that I pull out and just put all of them into my cabinet since it's a whole collection. It's a possibility that might be happening. Oh my gosh. I'm frustrated. So this is definitely more green leaning, and this one's definitely got more purple in it, but it's not quite as purpley as some of these down here. So I'm really on the fence with this one and where that's gonna go. I have a couple like that I just have sitting out because I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so now this is blue. I wonder if this one should, no, actually, isn't that funny how Zoya's blue actually has more green in it? Put it over there. Whereas Zoya's Emerson definitely has the purple bit on here. So I'm gonna put those purpley ones together. Look at these three look so much alike. Maybe not now that I'm looking at it on camera. Maybe not. A little bit different. But they're gonna stay in the same area, I think. Bluebird. I don't know, at some point you just gotta go, it's close enough, they're gonna be in a drawer close to each other. I have some of these polishes that are Frankens that I Frankened a long time ago. I think this one needs to be thinned out, but I'm gonna keep it. All right, let's see. This is definitely purpley, but just getting a little bit darker. Same thing with the Olive Ave. Oh, this is another one of my Franken polishes, but I feel like this one is more of this like sky bluey stuff. Okay, so I feel like now this is where I get to the spot where I say, you know, we're good enough now that I'm gonna take this little grouping now that I just kind of put in order, and this is gonna go into a drawer. And then I come back and I'm gonna do the darker blues. Okay, I am on to purples, and I think I got them pretty well sorted out now, how I want to proceed with storing my purples. But I tell you, friends, I am, it's almost 9 o'clock, I'm tired, and I still have all of this. My pinks are done. I'm running out of drawer space. There's a high probability I'm gonna have to find or buy or purchase some other kind of, I don't know, organizer, shelf, maybe smaller little Helmer unit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I'm exhausted, and I really wanted to do my nails tonight, and I can't because it's literally almost 10 o'clock now, and I'm tired, but I'm gonna get it done. Okay, so it's next morning, and this is what I'm down to. That bag over there in the corner is a whole bunch of like little baby eye glows that I got at the Dollar Tree years ago. Not sure what I'm gonna do with those. On top of here are all my toppers, which I just ordered a couple like more tiered plastic cases because I want to keep my toppers out all the time because I use them a lot. So I figured if I have them sitting out, it'll be easier. Moving over here, I've got a pile of dead polishes, which I need to just make a decision on whether or not I'm going to try and revive them. They're pretty thick glitters that I'm not sure that they're going to be survivable, or if I even want to put the time and effort into it. You can see my little swatch paper down there. Sorry, hit the button there. My little swatch paper down there is because half the time when I've been doing this over the course of 2 to 3 days here, I had to swatch out polishes so I could see what the actual colors were. And what I'm working on right now is the cabinet, and I'm thinking of putting all my neutrals in here, although I don't know if I have that as many for this, but neutrals and like gold, silvers, all of that. And I chose that because this is what our bedroom, which is where I am, is kind of the color tones in our bedroom. And so I thought, well, it would be nice for the cabinet to sort of match, you know, the coloring in here. So all right, so I still have whites, the rest of these, and blacks. These are whites and blacks and then browns, metals. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do these. I may end up splitting these up. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do with those. Okay, so final video here now that I'm all done. So what happened with the polishes that were up here is this. I ended up getting these 2 racks, and these are all of my toppers. And then those couple of collections that I had, I just kind of threw them on there. They might not stay there. I just have them there for now. I even have my little glow in the dark ones from LA Colors I threw over there too. So yeah, it's not as messy as it was before I had stuff all over the place. So, but let me take you through the last drawers. I think we finished up with blues on the bottom here. So now I've got the rest of the like true blues in this drawer. I left some space back there, and then we go in from blues to purples, and from blue purples to kind of like reddish purples, and then into like my dark, like super dark plummies, and yeah, mostly just dark plummies in this one. And then now we're going into like pinky or purpley, like brighter purples, I guess you should say. And then we get into like the pastel or the lighter color purples. And then we're going into some pinks. So now I'm into the pinks. And then we get lighter and lighter in those pinks. And they're kind of different tones too. I think these were like more purple leaning pinks, and these are more true pinks. And then in the last drawers, we get into like my bright pinks, neons. And then I threw my grays over here. I just kind of tuck those away. So those are all my different grays. And then on the very bottom, get this out of the way, these are like the darker grayish ones. And then these goes into my blacks. So these are all different black polishes. And then there's like a few over here that I just had absolutely no idea like what to do with them. So metallic-y, I don't know. Maybe those are still in the blacks. I just have some weird ones in here that I wasn't really sure how to categorize. So those are like, if I can't find it, I'll be like, okay, look in that drawer. That's probably a weird polish I didn't know where to put. And then, of course, I still have my bags of stuff in here. These are all my like nail polish, little bubble wraps, and like I got a ginormous bag of cotton balls at Sally's. And then I did finish my cabinet with just all the taupes and neutrals and like bronzes, and then I also put my whites and like white crelies that are in here too. I'm pretty happy with that. My desk is nice and clean again, which I'm super happy about. I never did end up doing anything with these little box sets, so they're just sitting over here because I realized that they didn't actually fit in the cabinet, and it was really awkward, and I left my little peanuts things over here. So it is what it is, but you know, at least my nail space is at least somewhat clean now, other than the cotton balls and bags over there. At least I can sit at my desk. So that's the end. I never want to do it ever again. I say that now, but to be continued. Thanks for joining me today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.